Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to ACE Job Markets Report. This is the very first edition. My name, your favorite host, is Tox W. Child. I'm happy to report that there are jobs in several sectors, but today we'll be focusing only on education and healthcare sector. And we will look at different types of jobs board, what types of jobs have been reported. So we would also give you a bit of tips from ACE professionals, that is identifying what the key mandatory requirements are for each of those jobs and telling you what to do and how to get those jobs if you are in the market for such jobs. All right, let's get to it. So we're looking for teaching jobs. We expect it to go to TES, but I think this is something else. Teaching, education, service. Okay. This used to be straightforward back in the days. There we go. We're looking for education jobs, but all the sites have evolved. So here you would type the type of job you're looking for. Let's imagine you're looking for secondary um, school jobs, secondary maths teachers job, location, let's say London, for it to populate the most. So you're willing to travel a radius of about 40 miles. Or let's just say London should be all right. Here we go. Now, the very first job is an Act John Keats job. This is in Enfield. This job here says it starts in September 2024. A start date September 2024. Apply by February 2024. They're looking for a secondary maths teacher. Key things that they're looking out for here, apart from the fact that your salary could be 35,000 to 47,000 pounds, or 49,000 to 53, depending on experience. So you could come away from this job with 53,000 pounds, 230 pounds. So about this role, they're looking for somebody passionate, knowledgeable in maths. What are the things that you will be required to deliver? You will be vision aligned with the approach to curriculum and teaching. So that's the school curriculum has a way that they teach it at John Keats. They're very outstanding school, and they would expect you to perform in a certain way. Have genuine passion and believe in the potential of every student. This is our school ethos. What are the other key things that they need you? Twice the number of training days as standard. These are all academy-wide types of policy. So interest-free loans of £5,000, access ARC reward scheme of 1,000 a year in savings. So there are different things that you have 3,000 major retailers. All of these are extra benefits. So they have application info, they have primary case stage 1 results. This is John Keats, and that was a secondary school job. We're trying to pinpoint, do they say exactly mandatory things that people should have? We do not see anything particularly apart from they want you to be able to teach maths, and maths at A level is often most popular choice for sixth form. So as far as I'm concerned, this is a generic um, advert. This doesn't show that the teacher needs to have master's degree or a bachelor's degree at any point. They don't want you to be specifically good in any area of mathematics. So it opens itself wide to a whole lot of candidates. So this is very first jobs in education, maths. Let's go further down. Let's look at Oak Parks High School in Sutton. Again, you have this teaching job that's offering between 34,514 to 51,179 per year. Let's have a look and see if there's any particular takeaways that we can have here. So there's, again, a generic offer here, particular requirement, mandatory requirement. They've not said anything. They've talked about the school as an introduction. We can offer all of this is just background information about the school. Our school is situated in Carshalton, 30 minutes from London, Victoria by train. So Oaks Park High is committed to safeguarding. Okay, those are key things that the school prioritize. But what is what they're looking for particularly? So again, it's lots of generic information. Nothing says we're looking for a teacher who has specific skills in behavior management, skills in SEN. No. So these are all out generic adverts. So we've seen ARC School. The second one was Oaks Park. The third mathematics job here is Fru's Platt Senior School. This is in Maidenhead. Now, what do we have with this? The school in Maidenhead, again, here we have lots of generic adverts. We welcome early applicants. So there is a pattern that I'm seeing. These are schools, and schools are trying to do the jobs of recruitment company, and they're not able to put out those criteria to shortlist for them. Essentially, they're going to get inundated with several types of application, but it will not particularly help them to be efficient in sifting through information. So we have a contact. This is the very first one. We have a contact person. Amanda.cook is the person you need to apply to if you're looking for mass job. So there's a job 30 minutes from London, Victoria. What is the rewards or return on investment? Okay, so this particular school does not tell you exactly how much, and they're not enticing you with money. So that means that the payments might be competitive because they're not exactly in London, so they can't compete with the likes of schools in London. So you have main pay scale, upper pay scale, and level plus London fringe allowance. So they'll give you London fringe allowance. That's what they do here. But the school goes, so different school has different strengths. As you can see here, you see application, child protection, school prospectus, ethos of the school, map location. Some schools are well resourced, some others are not. So this comes to the end of our journey with TES. We wanted to go a bit more into other organizations. So let's have a look. That was TES and that was an education job. Let's have a look at Glassdoor. So secondary education. So maybe we'll start seeing a bit more clearer jobs in terms of job requirements, what you need to come with. Again, it could be the algorithm. I did say secondary teacher. I did not specify. So let's go ahead and let's put secondary maths teacher. Okay. And let me put location, London, not England. Else. So when you want to get to this video, if you want us to research jobs around your area, please drop a comment. Please like the page. At the same time, please subscribe. You'll be getting this information on a regular basis. So here you go, secondary maths teacher, London and England. Here, the algorithm is propagated SEN teachers. So let's go straight to where we need. Gloucester here, Arc School. They're looking for secondary maths teacher. Now, this is 32 to 36 is what's advertised here. Let's have a look more. Same Arc John Keats. Okay, yeah, it goes on to the 53 230. So this job is advertised on the school website, advertised also. So they do need this particular position. It states what you will be given. We offer how to apply. You go to the website vacancies. That is www.actjohnkeats.org/vacancies and submit an application through that. Further information could be attained if you type an email to requirement@actjohnkeatsacademy.org. Those are the information that they've given you here. A few things that the role's missing is just key things that they're looking for. And people are assuming it's common sense. If you want more refined, shortlisted candidates to come through, I think you've got to state some kind of filter questions that helps out. I think Indeed does that better. So on Glassdoor, we have same school, same job, same advert really. So let's look at something that's quite different. Secondary maths teacher, London, England, the After School Learning Center. All right. So After School Learning Center, it says average base salary estimates. This is highest you should expect is 55,000, and this is 33,985, getting towards 4. Okay, this is the very first job here today that we're seeing that has clear things that they expected. The children are taught in small groups. Successful applicants will have a PGC or a BEd and experience in teaching. Okay, expected to have the language. Now, flexible hours to suit your schedule. A regular commitment to sessions is necessary. CRB clearance and support from 2 referees is required. Now, the requirement language is what's key because people would know what is mandatory, what is optional. And that's what some of these adverts are missing. So that's why you have um, candidates getting confused, knowing whether they qualify or they don't. Also, inefficient. There's also a great role of qualified retired trainee math teachers seeking to utilize teaching experience by combining. So there's just general information about the advert. So most adverts, you want to go down to what's mandatory and you want to go down to what's optional. What does the school desire? So it would tell you exactly the school's journey in education, and it'll tell you how to basically prove yourself an asset towards their journey, be it their ethos, be their academic goals. So let's look at something down at Sordoc, step into teaching. So this is more like one of those schemes to make you a teacher. They don't mind that you're unqualified. So you want to get into teaching. The opportunity mass graduate unqualified teacher holds a master's degree. Now, this is clear. It says with 2.2 or above. This is what we're talking about. Now, secondary school in Southwark, rated good by Ofsted, full-time Monday role to Friday. Okay, you have a £550 or £700 per week, term time only. So this I'm trying to figure out whether it's the school that's providing this or it's a separate service. But this gives you an opportunity, or maybe it's just a company that's called Step Into Teaching. But they tell you exactly, they're very, very clear where you stand. So you have a 2.2 grade or higher in your degree in maths. This is what they're saying you qualify for. What do you take away with your degree? You take away around £700 per week per rata, only term time only. So this is an agency. How to apply? Below, generate your interest, import your CV into step into teaching, committed safeguarding checks. All right, here we go. I see this is looking like an agency. So key things, they tell you about key things. They're more precise, more efficient about it. Company pension, employee discount, on-site parking. Okay, required. It says bachelor's. Schedule, Monday to Friday. Work location, on the road. So that must be that you move from place to place, I believe. Okay, so that is a fantastic offer there for people who are not yet into teaching, but they have a 2.2 degree in mathematics. Let's have a look at something that we've not done. So I think we've seen ARC schools quite a number of times. Let's have a look at Parker Smith inclusion. Now, this is back inside England, so that's towards East London. You have pre-maths teacher instructor, not East London, Redbridge. Unqualified is welcome. The money pay here is 25,000 to 50,000. Are you experienced in teaching GCSE mathematics? So it's a PRU. PRU are those particular places that they put students that are not particularly well behaved for a mainstream education. So they give them different types of timeout, different types of special arrangements to help them settle into education. And if they're fantastic over there, they can get to go back to their school. Or most importantly, it helps them to do the key exams that they need, or else they'll miss the opportunity when it's key in their lives. So you have the ability to commute back inside, require, again, it's just straight on. They're telling you what the salary is and they're telling you what their requirements are. This one doesn't have required to be a bachelor's degree. It says you could be unqualified. It doesn't matter. You can be anyone. So you can be anyone and you can go for this job because they've not stated that you need to have a certain types of degree, certain types of masters. All of that is not part of it. And you can go away with 50,000. So the opportunity is big. Harris Foundation, we've got City of Westminster, England, Harris, what they're saying. And they're saying they would like a maths teacher to start when? I think the school itself started in 2017. Okay, your main responsibilities. This is kind of getting clearer. So yeah, this school has, you can see difference in HR experience. The purpose of your role will be to implement and deliver appropriate, broad, balanced, relevant, differentiate curriculum for students to support designated curriculum areas. General chat. Your main area of responsibility will fall under the areas of operational strategic planning, including lesson planning, curriculum planning, staff development, quality assurance, management of information, communication with student, pastoral system, teaching and ensuring high quality. So I believe that's all general. Qualification and experience. Success candidate will hold QTS. Okay, they expect you or relevant undergraduate degree. They expect you to have a degree. Okay, not particularly caring about what type, what you scored in your degree. Have a successful teaching experience in secondary school. Understand the theory and practice of teaching and learning. Okay, understand what it takes to be a tutor. So all these are general key things, but at least in this job, they're telling you this is where we stand. This is what the bare minimum is. So that gives you a clarity to go in and understand that if you don't meet certain requirements, it's a waste of time. If you meet certain requirements, this is just a job that's in the park for you. So that's teacher of maths jobs. Let's go to another. We've done two websites. So people saying they're looking for opportunities. I'm going to move on to Reason Education. Let's have a look. So you can see the world is kind of like this is just one location. I have not gone into several locations. So we've got teaching assistant. Well, here things are quite even much nicer. You can click where you want. Secondary school teaching, we got 107 business sectors instead of going round and round and being hit with fluff. You can get straight to it. Food and technology teacher. And you can, I think you can choose the keywords of what you're looking for. So I think we've looked at maths a couple of times. Let's look around the other industries in secondary education and see. So you have jobs that are going for 140 to 200 pounds per day, 31,000 to 42,000 per annum. English teacher. You have science teacher here, 160 to 260 per day. Immediate start, competitive rates. Um, let's read more into this science teacher. Let's just see whether we have some clear information about what is the key requirements. Oh, they do. It's beautiful. You're welcome to apply to a recent qualified science teacher or experienced science teacher. Applications are welcome, and all applicants must have right to work in the UK. Now, there's it. Clear and up-to-date DBS, UK QTS, overseas equivalent, experience of teaching as science in the UK schools. So all of this, and what do you take away? What's your return on investment? It's between 160 pounds to 260 pounds per day. Who do I contact? I contact Rahul at reasoneducation.com. So this again is a fantastic advert because it narrows down what you need to know instead of just reading a brief introduction about the school and their ethos. You miss out. So we have the same for economics teacher. If you studied economics in university and you're looking for an opportunity, here is a 260 pounds per day job that's ready to start. Start date was 1st of February 2024. Immediate start. So they'll take you anyway if you're good enough. Requirements. Again, the right to work, UK QTS, clear up to date DBS, and experienced teacher in economics in UK schools. So there's becoming a pattern. This is a requirement, a recruitment company. Now, comparing this to the jobs that we saw on TES, those were a bit fluffy. You couldn't see the information that you needed. This, they've seemed to get a template that works, a template that helps them fish out and sieve out people. And that's what you're seeing. I'm just distinguishing the both. But there are lots of jobs, whether people have failed in properly communicating or they're excellent communicators, it still does not defeat the purpose that these jobs exist and what to do about them is there. Okay. I'm going to do the last job here on Reason. I'm going to go to business and economics teacher. Now, this is the speed that I thought I was going to move through this. So this is beautiful. So business and economics teacher, again, we're looking at 170 to 320 per day for this business and economics teacher. So I'm seeing contact is Gavin Doyle, Gavin at Reason. Okay. So I'm starting to think there's an A-level requirement here somewhere. Applications are welcomed, including NQT, British trained economics teacher, overseas business teacher, economics teacher is considered. So you can go start earning 320 pounds per day through this agency if you are an economics teacher and you're willing to travel to West London, your location. So it's a fantastic opportunity, I see. Wherever you are, you're looking for a job, you are inundated with options. It's just a case of understanding where to sieve out. Now, recruitment companies seems to have this nailed down. Let's, out of interest, let's just have a look at Daily Supply. All right. So over there, can if you want to sign up for Daily Supply, this is what you need you to do. So if you're not interested in any long-term position, you just want to take things on a ad hoc, uh, what do you call it? The pattern, you would have to drop your information here. It depends on whatever you're doing. Let's imagine that you're doing a project or you're in a university, but you still want to earn money. This is another route. So we been delayed by the school's communication, the HR team's communication. It's not been effective. But let's look at total jobs and let's look at education jobs. So we'll have secondary. Okay, I think they've got something here that notice that this is talks. Okay, secondary schools. Teaching in secondary schools. Let's see what total jobs got for us. So we have secondary school teacher for high school Betty Hill. I've not again identified. I'm just general here. Usually I could have gone London. So for a beautiful comparison, let's do London so that we have an opportunity to compare things. Prosperity teaching, non total jobs here. What have they got? They've got secondary science teacher. Let's see. They're doing 130 to 220. So Prospera is giving us the lowest salaries over here. And what do we have? We've got chemistry teacher starting ASAP. 220 is a max. What do you need? You need to have a QTS experience in teaching science to Key Stage 3 minimum or a ECT status. So there you go. Who do you call? You contact Ellie. So if you're not shortlisted, they will not be contacting you. At least they've identified this as Prospera. They're setting strengths. Again, they're also using the same pattern as we saw at Reason. Right to work in the UK, have a DBS, and provide two professional child-related references. I think they mean two professional experiences in working with children. That's what they're trying to say there. Okay, let's have a look at secondary maths teachers, academics. Academics used to be a fantastic agency. Let's see what they've got. They've got, okay, 160 to 230 per day, temporary. Masters is in January, starts in Barnet. And what are they looking for? I'm just looking straight to requirements. Schools requires you to be enthusiastic, have an excellent subject knowledge, commit. You have QTS. Okay, you can teach to Key Stage 5. Now, this is from the school. Generally, again, it will go with you having the work permit and you having the DBS and you having suitable references, all of those things. But it's on this case, in this case, it's inferred. They expect you to come up with it. Okay, and how do you apply? You click apply. Who's your contact? Bupinda Hujan at academics. So as you can see, there's so many jobs. It's just inundated with it. You could take a pick. I've done total jobs, done Reason, I've done Glassdoor, I've done teaching, education service. Now I'm going to conclude with Monster and Indeed. So here we go. Uh, sorry. The other way around. Secondary school jobs on Monster. There you go. Monsters seem to look different. And they seem to have lots of cookies. Impressed. Okay, let's get to it. We have at secondary teacher. I'm doing one job just because of opportunity for clear comparison so people can see it's fair. We're looking at London because then it's fair. You can compare the pay and you can compare the requirements and you can see what direction to go to. So we've got Randstad Education here, Randstad, Red Hill, 125 to 200. So this, I think, is almost as low as Prospero, 120. Um, Mathematics is just Swift Education. Let's have a look at Swift Education and let's see whether the information is quite clear. This is Randstad. We're looking for Swift. Now, this Swift Education says pay to scale. That's just telling you wherever you are on the scale. That's not a lot of good information for international teachers. That's fantastic if you're here. Full-time and permanent, Sunbury HC, industry education, maximum salary is 45,000. Key things you need, yeah, ideal candidate, must hold 2 years teaching mathematics in the UK curriculum, hold QTS, hold relevant and recent experience, subject to police clearance, available to commute of comfortably to Sunbury. So yeah, places where it's far, they've always had that thing that you travel. Let's have a look at this one in Newham, London. Now, as a maths teacher, you would need to teach, you would need to inspire, transform. Key responsibilities are here. Again, it's more like someone's CV when they just talk about gibberish all over the place and they're not giving you straight answers. A strong academic record in specific subject, qualified teacher status, and school experience, knowledge and curriculum, eligible to work. So that's you have your work permit. No, that's what they need. They've not said things about degree, but QTS is essential in this case. Salary again, they've come back to you and said that's competitive. I'm surprised why they're saying that's competitive. I thought they would just give us the numbers. Okay. They've not given us numbers, but they're clear about what they want. Oh yeah, there you go. Salaries between 36,745 to 56,959. So almost 60,000. This is getting to the top end. Randstad's advertising. I think they've not given us the name of the school, have they? It's a school in Newham. Whatever school in Newham is paying the most. They are comparison with the West London school that is giving you 320 per day. So yeah, there you go. Um, let's go to the very last one, which is Indeed. We've seen a whole lot of job offers. Let's see, teaching jobs. Indeed, we have Anzuk Education and QTS is identified here. Indeed has a fantastic template being a recruiting company. And so they're able to help you identify the key things. Pay is here, job type, day shift. So key things are kind of really within a very quick glance, you can see what you're looking for and what you're dealing with. Tells you what your requirements are. Let's see. Does it? Should. Yeah, QTS, strong background, passion in education, effective communication, ability to inspire, motivate students to achieve their best. So things are getting clearer and things are a bit unclear on the TES. They need to sort that out. So here we go. GCSE A-level maths tutor, 36 to 53 pounds per hour. Again, here we have flexible time, referral program, benefits. But let's go to requirements. So it's always important for you to know what you bring to the table and what you're taking away. So we have key qualifications that you must have: 12 months of relevant tutoring, excellent spoken English, strong subject knowledge, university qualification, passion to teaching, SEN tuition. All of this are key things that you need to have with this tuition if you're considering getting paid £53.90 per hour. Okay, Epsom, Barking, Northwest. So it's quite a general. You can have different places to tutor. So these are all fantastic opportunities. I'm going to take one last opportunity here, qualified or unqualified. So we have 25,000 to 50,000 qualified or unqualified. So you're unqualified teacher, but you want to take a maths job, you can do it. We're in Beckenham. And what do you need to have? What's your key requirements? This particular role is open to an individual with QTS, QTLS, the passion to teach, a nurturing, patient, empathetic person. So they've kind of given you more information about it. And this sums it up. I think we've done very well. We've taken quite a bit of time to go through education, jobs, and details. We've not been able to go through healthcare today. We hope this particularly helps. What we're looking for to do is this, that at some point, people will be able to, you'll be able to have certain types of support. That is, we'll be able to show you, number one, how to apply. Number two, what kind of key things to provide when you're applying. Number three, get your references ready. If you are with all the key things that they say they're needing and you're sending it, the high chances that they would shortlist you and respond to you. Now it's time for me to do the school run. Well, I hope this episode of Jobs Market, a live jobs market uh, with ACE has been useful to you. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, can you like and subscribe? Thank you for spending time with us. I'll see you again in the next one. Take care.